Welcome my children. This is your mentor Mrs. Mohonia. So let's continue with our chapter, that is Microsoft Excel 2016. So for today your subtopics will be changing row height and column width, copying and moving data, using autofill and flash fill feature. So let's move for the first subtopic, that is changing row height and column width. The default value of row height and column width is 15 points and 8.43 points respectively. That is, the row height in a worksheet is of 15 points and column width is of 8.43 points. So let's see this with the help of example. So first let's check the row height and column width. Here I have clicked on one cell, and here in the home tab we'll go under the cells group, and here it is format. So we'll click on the format drop down, and here let's check the row height. First of all we'll click on row height, and by default, as I told you, row height is 15. So here it is showing 15. In case you want to increase the row height or you want to decrease, you can simply erase this and you can type whatever you want. Suppose you will write 20 year row height. So let's see what happens. I'll click on OK. See, it has increased. Compared to this, it has increased. And in case we want to change the column width, let's go back to cells group, format, we'll go for column width. And here you can see by default the column width is 8.43. So here if you want to change this also, if you want this 20 or you want to reduce this, simply erase and type, and we'll click on OK. So here you can see the column width has been increased. Or there is an alternative method. The second method is, like suppose here I want to increase the column width. This width I want to increase. I'll take the mouse pointer here. You can see the mouse pointer has changed in black color plus sign. So we'll hold it and we'll drag it to the right or left, wherever you want. See, if I'll drag it here on the right side, it has increased. If I hold and drag it on the left side, it's reduced. Same way, if you want to increase or decrease the row height, here we'll take it and we'll just drag it down. So here it has increased. The row height has increased. And in case you want to increase the column width, we will increase from here. So our next topic is copying and moving data. Copying refers to duplicating data either in the same worksheet or a different one. So here copying, the best example for copying is when you take a photocopy or Xerox of any page. So that is a copying. You are creating a duplicate of that particular data. Fine. So for copying, the copy command is Ctrl plus C. You have to first select your data, then you will press Ctrl plus C from the keyboard, and to paste it on any place wherever you want, you have to press Ctrl plus V. V is for pasting and C is for copying. Our next is moving. Now moving refers to changing the position of the data either in the same worksheet or different one. So here you are moving your data. The best example is there when you have a pictures with you, you cut the picture and you paste that picture in your copy or in your book. So what you are doing, you are moving the data, you are moving the picture from one place to other place. So that is moving. In moving we cut the data and we paste it. And in copying we create a duplicate and we paste it. So difference should be clear to you, my children. Remember, copying means you are duplicating a data, and moving means you are cutting the data and changing its position. Fine. So let's understand the copy command. We will select the data first of all. You have selected this data. After selecting the data, we will go for the copy command in the clipboard group. See, in the home tab under the clipboard group we have the copy command. So we click on the copy command and this will start blinking. This is selected, the data is selected. Now it is copied. Now second step is to paste, where you want to paste this data. So we'll click this cell and we will go on the paste command. So when I click on the paste command, the data is copied here. If you see, the same data has repeated. This is a copy command. Okay. The next way, second method to copy is, you can right click, you will select the data first. Then you will right click on the data and we can choose copy from here. We'll click on the copy and again we go here. We can right click on the cell and we will choose now paste. So simply paste and see, again it is pasted. This is the second method. And third method, as I told you, you can select the data and from the keyboard we will press Ctrl and C and we will choose the place where we want to paste it, and from the keyboard we will again press Ctrl plus V. So here we have used three methods to copy and paste. The first method, we selected the data, we went to Home tab, we clicked in the clipboard and we have chosen copy command from here. Then the place was selected where you want to paste it, and then we clicked on the paste command for pasting. The second method, we selected the data, then we have right click in it and we choose the copy command from here, and then we have selected the place where you want to copy, and then again right click and we will choose paste command. And the third method was from the keyboard. From the keyboard we have pressed Ctrl plus C for copying and Ctrl plus V for pasting. So this three ways was for copying and pasting. The second thing which we have learned today is about moving. In case you want to move a cell, you don't want to copy but we want to move the cell. So for that case, what we will do? So here I'll just tell you, here we will select the data first of all. This is the data selected. Now same way, the first method I will tell you, select the data, click here and this is what? Cut. So we'll click on the cut command, we'll select the place where we want to paste it, and then we'll go for the paste command. So you can see it is cut from here and has pasted here. This is full cut. 104 data is deleted from here and has been pasted in this place. The second method, same way, we'll right click on this and we will choose from here cut. Now we will select this place and again right click and we will choose paste. So here it has been cut from here and pasted here. Now the third method, as I told you, select the data, from the keyboard press Ctrl plus X, go to the place where you want to paste it and then press Ctrl plus V. So here the data is back in its place. So we have learnt about the copy command and about the move command. Moving on to next subtopic, that is using autofill. Now autofill feature, it is the easiest method to fill data automatically in the worksheet cells. So here you can just fill your data. Just you need to enter one or two data and select it, and you just need to drag it down. It will automatically fill the worksheet with the required data. So let's understand how it works. So here we have the worksheet. Let's enter here a data. We'll write over here 1, enter 2. So I've written two numbers in this, 1 and 2. I will select this both. After selecting, we will take the mouse in the corner here. You can see the mouse has changed in black color plus sign. So hold the mouse and drag it down. See, I'll keep on dragging and see what happens. So here the numbers have appeared automatically. Can you make out? We have just selected 1 and 2 number and we have dragged it down. I'll repeat it again. Just see here. Now I'll write MONDAY, Monday, and we will hold it from the corner and we'll drag it down. See. Now difference is what? When you write an alphabet like this, Monday, you only need to write MONDAY, Monday, that's all. Now take the mouse in the corner and drag it down. So automatically the days will come up. But when you want to fill a number, suppose I wrote 6 and then I wrote 7. These are the numbers I have written. So in this case, when I write a number, we have to write two numbers. For alphabets, we will just write 1. But here we have to write two numbers. I'll take this in the corner, mouse pointer, black color plus sign, hold and drag it down and see what appears. This is the autofill feature. Clear, my children? Using flash fill. Now Flash fill identifies the data fill pattern that we use frequently in a worksheet and then fills the remaining series accordingly. So here Flash fill feature, it will identify the data which you have entered and accordingly it will fill the remaining series. So let's understand this, how it works out. So here we have the data in front of us. We have written the names and here we will write the initials. Initials means like Ravi Kumar will come as RK, Suresh Singh will come as SS, Rakesh Bhatt will be written as RB. So let's write the first, that is RK. I have written over here RK. Now after writing this, I'll press the enter key. So now the cursor is in the next cell. Fine. After here, we will go to the home tab. In home tab, here in the editing group, can you see this editing group? In this editing group, we have a fill feature. So we'll click on the drop down arrow fill feature and we will just click on the flash fill. That's all. We will click on the flash fill and just see what appears in the initial column. See? So here what has happened? The Excel has automatically identified the data pattern and filled the worksheet for you. This is what is your flash fill feature. Here is your assignment number 2. Do complete your assignment, and your MCQ which is given in the book is also been converted into fill in the blank and the answers are given here in this assignment. Apart from that, I have given you the question answers from the book. Only 3 questions are given to you and even in your first assignment question was given. Rest question whose answers are not been given to you, you have to ignore that questions. That questions will not be considered in your midterm exam. Thank you my children. God bless you. Take care.